Hello, everyone, and welcome to Monsterhearts 2 with Kronos World. What up? Hello. Before we get started here, I'd like to shout out to our sponsors. We have Splatterdink's art. He does amazing commission work, and he's working on a game that's starting out soon. It's called Dauber's Quest. Sounds really cool. I've been kind of looking into it a little bit. Really good. Also, Neptune Bay Collectibles. They do a bunch of collectibles, sports stuff, but Transformers stuff. Really nice. Really nice stuff. The good stuff. So yeah, check out both Splatterdink and Neptune Bay Collectibles because they are both really awesome and they're helping our channel out a lot. So, you know, help them out as well. Also, we need to do a nice shout out to Avery Alder and her amazing game, Monsterhearts 2. So once again, we have a discount code for 10% off anything on her store, buriedwithoutceremony.com. So if you'd like to take advantage of that, please use the discount code Kronos in her store, and hopefully you can get something cool out of it because she makes really cool games. And Monsterhearts is definitely one of them.
Dude, you can be a Sasquatch. You can be like a witch. Yeah. Holy crap. You should get on that.
Oh, yeah. It's amazing. But yeah, let's introduce our players once again. So on our screen, we have Abigator.
Hello, I am eating while also being in this. Hello, are you guys doing well? I hope so, because I'm doing well, because I am back. I wasn't here last stream, but I am playing Ziggy, who is a Sasquatch, and pretty amazing. Ziggy has like a musk, and last time, at least that I remember, Ziggy witnessed this weird guy turn into a wolf and then run out. And since then, she had to take a week off for a family emergency. That's it. But hi, it's good to see you guys.
All right, next we have Eric.
Hello, Eric, werewolf, Fenris, angsty. What's up?
Okay.
Finn.
Then we have Corpse.
Yeah. How's it going, everyone? Playing Alistair, the resident douchebag.
And finally, we have Snowy.
Howdy, coming to you from the great nation of Texas, and I'm playing Alaric, the Queen Skin, and the leader of the local evil gaming club.
Oh, yeah. All right, so can anyone recap what happened last time, especially for Abigator?
Recap for me.
I can if you'd like.
All right.
So we opened shortly after Eric's character wolfed out in the middle of lunch, and we had the rest of the school day off because of the fight that preceded it. So we sort of skipped ahead after a little bit of angsty shenanigan to the club, the Dance Macabre, where Masamune, one of the local high schoolers, was having a gig with his band. There was a lot of teen drama shenanigans. We had flirting. We had more flirting. We had flirting even beyond that. But the highlight of the night came when the new transfer student that Eric's character had gotten in a fight with, Eric's character Fenris, turned out to have murdered someone and seemed to have made one of the other students do it. And the person that he murdered was someone very close to Eric's character, Fenris. So he was sort of standing there laughing about it like, oh, haha, you'll never get the police to believe this. I'm really evil. What are you going to do about it now? So we decided to have Eric's character drag him to an abandoned warehouse, frame him for the murder that he actually committed, and then called the police. There was a lot of back and forth about whether or not we should murder him, but in the end, that's what we went with. And the night ended with the police having been given the true story, quote unquote, where we framed a man for the murder that he actually committed. And that's where we left off.
What the fuck did
Fenris
I
got
miss?
2 kisses. 2 kisses.
Indeed.
That's the most important.
Yes.
Of course.
Two.
Count them. 2.
2.
New subscriber
Thank you,
detected.
Fish Aristocrat.
Welcome.
Welcome,
All right.
everybody.
I'd
So,
subscribe too after a recap like that.
yeah, really. All right. Well, so you guys are still near the abandoned warehouse after having dealt with the transfer student. And it's at this point that our nice quote unquote transfer student wakes up, and he kind of wakes up in a daze, just handcuffed, and it's not very comfortable, you could imagine. But as he glances around to see what's happening, that's when he kind of realizes the situation that he's in. What are you guys doing while this happens? I think Fenris and Alaric are there right now.
Yes. Corpse's character decided to get out before the police got here, and that's... I gotta take that. Sorry, that's for work.
All right.
Could be an emergency. I'll be right back.
All right. So Fenris, what are you doing while this is happening?
So we've already talked to the police,
Yes.
and
Yes.
now, I mean, what are they done questioning him, or?
Well, he just kind of woke up. But they're not questioning you anymore.
Okay.
They're kind of still figuring out like what's happening at the scene,
Yeah.
kind of still writing down all the statements and everything, all of that stuff.
I think Fenris would still be worried about this guy and whatever strange powers he might have. So he's actually gonna kind of keep guard right now, like watching him and the police, wait until he see if he gets in the police car.
All right.
Might even try to follow the police car.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. If he can get on all floors, then.
Oh my God.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Or somebody has a car. That'd probably be the best, right? Does anybody have a car?
I mean, I don't know.
Can we call
Call an Uber.
a Luft? That's what they call it. A Luft.
Oh yes, call a Luft.
That's how like Canada, right? It's a Luft.
Mm,
Just kidding. All right, we're calling a Luft or something.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess I'd wait to see. Alaric, does Alaric have a car?
I don't know. I think you guys all walked here,
Yeah. Okay.
so I don't know if you'd have a car like readily available.
But I would definitely say that. Like, I want to make sure he, gets to the police station. None of his funny business. Can't trust that guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, because Alaric is away at the moment, we're going to switch over to Navigator. So, Ziggy, you weren't at the Dance Macabre tonight.
No,
What
I was not.
happened?
Well, since it was the first day of school, Ziggy was feeling kind of, stressed out a little bit. Like, there is no way I'm going to go to a club where a bunch of other really stupid high schoolers are hanging out. A dance club? No. Nope, not for me. So, like, the amazing nerd that she is, or they are, they just stays at home and reads books.
All right. So
I'm at home, but
yes.
In this town, how many times, like, is it pretty common or not very common to hear sirens?
Well, it's not too common. Like, it happens once in a while, but like not every night. So you would definitely like hear the sirens go by, and it would definitely be like kind of an oh dear, what's happening?
So I'm sure Ziggy hears these sirens go by and says, oh, huh, that's interesting. This is a new place, a relatively new place for her. So can I say that Ziggy has a car?
Sure.
So what kind of car is it?
Ooh, I want to say a Toyota.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be like a little Beetle or something.
No, my actual car, like in real life, is a Chevy Spark. So it's this really small, like yellow pastel car that's amazing. Yeah. But Ziggy has like a Toyota, like a crappy one. But she gets into her car and she's interested. And I'm just gonna drive and see what's going on with all the.
Right. Okay. So whereabouts do you live, Ziggy?
I want to say that I live really close to the beanery. So let's say I live maybe like over here, because it's close to the woods or this greenery, but then it's also close enough to like, so it's kind of in the middle of everything. So you got the book scrolls right there, you got the lake beanery, you got the dance macabre over here. So yeah.
All right.
Right
over
here.
A good place. Nice. Yeah, you could definitely hear the sirens go by then. Yeah, so driving around a little bit, you can start to like hone in on where these sirens are coming from, and you start turning in to towards the west, and you end up near the abandoned factory.
Yes. Okay.
And that's where you see the flashing lights of the police cars.
Oh shit. Abandoned factory. This will be interesting. I am very looking forward to seeing what's happening. So she's kind of gonna drive, trying to kind of not be super suspicious, not like right on the police's ass, but like far enough away to like maybe park and kind of stroll over to see what's going on.
All right.
How close is she at this point?
They're like, you can definitely smell them. You can definitely smell Ziggy.
They're here. I say out loud in the factory.
Sorry.
Ziggy, as you're glancing around this factory, you see, like propped up against like the wall, the outer wall, is the transfer student, the one with pink hair.
Oh, the asshole?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
wait, they're looking into the factory now?
No, they're like outside.
That's what I mean, from outside looking in.
Like he's against the wall on the outside. So
no, but Ziggy is on outside of the factory.
Yeah.
Looking like right in, like near the front?
Yeah.
All right, Fenris definitely goes outside now.
All right. So you see Fenris.
He kind of goes like this. And then he's just like, whoop! and he's just like honed in right to where Ziggy is.
Right.
Direct eye contact, like he is like it's there. It's intense. It's an intense stare. Hey, I know you're there.
Sorry, just a second. That was way too creepy.
A reminder to everyone: Fenris right now has between 6 and 8 shots of whiskey in him right now.
Oh, yeah.
I think
Yes,
he's
like 8 shots of
incredibly.
whiskey. Oh yeah,
That's amazing.
Oh yeah.
and he just dealt with like seeing Xerxes get killed, who they just shared a kiss
Mhm.
in the club,
Aww.
and he's dead. And then also the friends, so it's been a rough night.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Pun not intended.
Mhm.
I guess wolves don't bark. Anyways, he's outside, and he like hones in.
Yeah,
You,
it's
I know
me.
you're there. What
That's
are you doing here?
creepy at all? Okay. I was curious. I saw sirens. And I'm guessing I see the asshole student at this point too.
Yeah,
Transfer student.
He's like leaned up against the wall, like propped up, just lying, kind of like leaned up, like lying there with his
Yeah.
hands behind his back.
I pull out
A little.
what looks like a clove cigarette that's like the hand rolled like a fucking hippie, and I light it. I kind of go, oh, so really, what's going on here? I'm not surprised. You were involved somehow.
Oh, it was all that asshole, the new kid. He killed Xerxes.
Holy shit, somebody's dead?
Yes.
What?
He used like some sort of mind control or something. I don't know.
Oh god.
But Xerxes is dead.
My mind control?
There's no cops around, right, Genji?
They're like huddled at the.
They're not near where I am.
No, they're huddled at the
Okay.
police cars.
I've gone up to Ziggy right now. I'm not saying this so
Okay.
they can hear me. Yeah.
Okay.
He killed Xerxes. We got into a wrestle, and I put him to the warehouse so he wouldn't hurt anybody else. It's been a fucked up night.
Mind control? Mind control.
Something, I don't know, but don't spread that around. So Fenris is being more honest than he would. The alcohol and the overwhelming musk right now is he is not thinking straight. Stop that. What? I can't think straight when I'm around you. What are you? What are you?
What am I?
You smell like 1,000 winters, 100 sunsets on a spring day in a lake with wildflowers in bloom, like snow-capped mountains being melted.
Just keep going.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for a while, like a rock slide where all the dust is an avalanche with the fresh snow, the powder's in the air, like a pine tree that's like a million pine trees all at once, just filling my nose.
That
What?
that
I've seen you. I've seen what your habits are. I'm going to use a string right now
oh my
Okay.
god. Okay.
because
do
I
it.
have 3 strings on Ziggy.
All right.
I'm going to use a string to tempt them to do what I want.
Okay. Oh, what would you like?
I want Ziggy to be honest with me right now.
All right. Ziggy, you feel like you should be really honest right now.
So basically, it's like if Ziggy wants to do it, then Ziggy gets then Abby would get an experience point, right? Is that how it works?
I don't remember.
Do you remember Snowy Night?
Who knows?
Sorry, I was muted. What was the question?
When you spend a string to tempt somebody to do what you want, it's like you get an XP, right?
Yeah.
If they do that.
Yeah, you're sort of tempting them out of character with the mechanically out of character,
Donation
but in character it
confirmed.
sort of represents you using your
Connection,
knowledge,
whatever.
knowledge and
Yeah.
connections about them to say, you want to do this, don't you?
Yeah.
Sort of like your
I know.
best friend egging you on, kind of.
Like I know you're not normal. Like you're more like me. There's a lot of stuff going on. I just want to know. Are you one of us?
As you say this, shit.
You'll get an XP if you're honest with him right now.
Mm. And I kind of lean against the wall of the factory. Take a deep drag. Okay, so I might not be exactly normal.
What kind of not normal are you?
So I might be like, you know how they have those weird shows on like the History Channel or the Discovery Channel? It's like hunting cryptids and people like are always looking for Bigfoot.
I guess I haven't really watched that much of that, but my dad doesn't let me watch TV. I could only read books.
Oh man, Fenris is the real cryptid.
Yeah. That's even, yeah. Oh.
But I know a Bigfoot.
You know a Bigfoot?
I know of the legend of Bigfoot.
I know a Bigfoot. So might be a Sasquatch.
What?
I'm very connected to nature, and
Yes.
I might have a weird smell sometimes.
It's not weird. It's both overwhelming and intoxicating at the same time.
And Ziggy kind of closes her eyes, kind of exasperated. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know if you realized it, but I read from this book and this weird book, and I've melded with the spirit of the wolf.
Oh, that would explain you turning into the wolf.
I'm sorry about that.
Today.
I didn't even know that could happen like that. I'm very new to this.
Crazy.
It is crazy. All right.
It was also very entertaining.
Well, I'm glad you were entertained. I think I hurt people. I don't know what I got myself into. Do your Sasquatch powers, can they help?
On the list of phrases I did not expect to hear now.
Fenris is drunk.
Damn it.
Okay, Fenris is not doing well. He is not in the right frame of mind.
Somebody add that quote because that's amazing. Oh man.
Your Sasquatch.
Your Sasquatch powers.
Your magical musk. Can it assist me?
My God.
My magical musk. Oh, okay. Let's just say this.
Okay.
Don't mention this to anybody. Right? I don't know why I just told you this. Don't mention this to anybody.
I promise. I would never do that. Me and you, we're Denzians of the forest, right?
Sure. I can do the smell thing and
see when I'm under the moon. When I'm under the moon, I feel connected. And I kind of like rip open my shirt a little bit. And I want to roll for hot on
all right, go for it.
And I want to use a string.
All right.
My other string.
This is amazing.
Okay. Add +1 to your roll against them.
Yes.
All right. Do I have to just
No.
Okay.
Must be good.
Oh, you really okay.
All right. So at this point, Ziggy, you can choose. Fenris gains a string on you.
Okay.
And
right
you
back.
choose to give yourself to him, promise something that you think he wants, or get embarrassed and act awkward.
Ooh.
So what he would want, I would say, is for us to be like close friends. We're kind of like allied, kind of like a team. Like we're.
Okay.
That's what he's kind of. I mean, he wasn't doing this completely to like seduce you. It's just kind of his thing. That's kind of his thing now. Like he just is seducing everybody. That's kind of his thing. So
amazing. Just
left and right.
we're both denizens of the forest.
Yeah.
Work together.
And he was showing you his like carpet, and it was just the moon is basking. It's kind of glistening a little bit because he's been dragging,
Yeah.
so it's a little sweaty. Yeah, so the moon's kind of reflecting off of
Out of
like the northern lights on my chest. Like the northern lights. All right, go on.
Okay, so I'm guessing that's gonna be
One of those three.
promise. Yeah, the promise one.
Okay.
Okay.
You think you'll give him what he wants.
Basically, yes. So okay. No, you're right. This is weird, and yeah, no, I get you. Yeah,
Okay.
we got each other.
He
You're
buttons
good.
his shirt back up.
Yeah, please do that. Thank you. Okay, but seriously, what happened? And what's up with? I point to pink hair, and I'm guessing he's kind of far off. Right?
Yeah, he's like against the building, so he's like a little while away.
Okay. I kind of go up to him and be like, dude, what's up with you? What are you doing here?
He at first doesn't respond, but he kind of shakes his head awake a little bit. His hands are like behind his back. And he looks up at you, and he has like the most wicked fucking grin on his face. And his eyes, the whites of his eyes are black, and he just laughs.
Oh, okay. I'll be walking this way now. No need to. Sorry about disturbing you.
And at that point, he's going to lunge at you.
Fuck.
Isn't he handcuffed?
Yes, he's handcuffed.
Oh shit.
We did tell you that he was under arrest for murdering people, right?
I thought he was in the warehouse, not outside the warehouse.
No, he's outside.
Oh shit. So this is the guy. I probably would have asked him some questions anyway. So yeah, let's do it.
Right. He's going to roll a volatile to attack you. Does he have in that? Not a good. Okay. Let's see.
This guy, he just wants to die. I'm gonna have to roll to keep my cool now.
I mean, he might just face plant and knock himself out with the way he's been
Yeah.
rolling.
Yeah, probably.
Sometimes I'm waiting to see what
No,
happens.
he's good. He's good.
Partial success, yeah.
Okay, so lashing out physically. So he rolls a 9, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So he like with his hands behind his back handcuffed, he gets up in a swift motion and just headbutts you to the ground. And in this moment, you can tell that this guy is not just a normal human.
Mhm.
And there is definitely something about him. You gain a string on him.
Okay. And this is what's his name?
His name is
Tatsuo.
Tatsuro.
I'm just
Can I roll to keep my cool right now?
I need to I think I'm
Yes,
gonna
both
have
of you roll to keep your cool.
Okay. We are outside though, right?
Yeah.
So I add 2 to that for my spirit armor.
Yes.
Okay.
I
And it's cold, right? Or dark? Cold?
Cold.
Okay.
That's a bit, but then I also want to see because I have the musk and it should affect him as well. So I have a distinct smell, powerful, perhaps intriguing. When you break a sweat near others, tells which person is affected and gets a string on them. And so can I try to do that with him? Because I'm guessing at this point, like he's lunging at me. I'm guessing I'm gonna like break a little bit of a sweat.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, I'll let you do that. Yeah. So on a 7 to 9, the MC will tell you how your actions leave you vulnerable, and you can choose to back down or go through with it. Okay. So, Ziggy, if you keep questioning this man, he is just going to tear you apart. That's what he plans.
Okay.
And Fenris, Hmm. What?
Maybe something about his ability to escape. Like, is he in danger of escaping anytime in the next?
Right. Well, Fenris, you have a feeling that this guy now does have some sort of an escape route.
Okay.
I'm just gonna whistle at the police and say, "Hey, guys, suspect attacking innocent bystanders. Come on."
All right.
At this point, since I'm kind of trying to keep my cool, I'm breathing really heavily. I'm just kind of like backing away. And as I'm backing away, I kind of grab the back of Fenris's shirt collar and like, come on. We're going now. We're going.
Okay, fine.
We don't need.
He's almost wolfing out, and then he's
Come on.
All right. So Alaric, you
sorry.
Alaric, you whistle over to the police, and they immediately like turn and like apprehend this guy. And it's at this point that like they like have all their stuff ready, and they're going to just take him in, all of that stuff, all that good stuff. So now he is indeed, in the police car. He's
But Ziggy and I think he might try to escape.
You think that there is some sort of way out, but you don't know what.
Okay. So I definitely want to we have to have a meeting. Why do we got a team meeting? Ziggy, you pulled Fenris back towards your car or something, or you're muted. You're muted.
Sorry about that. No, I kind of just drag you back away from pink hair far enough that I'll probably stop when I see the police coming, just trying to like back up the situation. But I walked a little bit to get to here from my car. So
okay.
Car's probably
Alaric is still outside, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I see you. We see each other, right?
Yeah.
Alaric.
I'll walk over.
Alaric's here too?
Yeah. He was helping me. So was Alistair, but
he decided that he didn't want to be around for this part.
Is all of the school here? What the fuck?
As you ask that, you see the rest of Alaric's crew like kind of saunter in, like, what's happening?
It happened right outside the Dance Macabre during Masamune's gig. So yes, a lot of the school was there.
Oh yeah, the sweaty nightclub that high schoolers are allowed in, which is super weird.
It's Canada. The drinking age is 18, right?
In Quebec.
In Quebec.
We're in Quebec.
No,
we're in Toronto.
We're in Ontario.
Ontario.
Listen, nobody gives a shit, actually. They just don't.
Nobody cares.
Anyways, so I don't know. I don't trust this guy. I don't trust the police to handle him. I think we should come up with make sure that he gets into jail properly.
I don't think that there's anything we can do right now, but what I want to do is make sure everybody has each other's phone numbers in case he does get out on bail and decides to fuck with somebody. We all need to be ready to, stick together.
I like it.
All right.
We all pick up our phones and just touch them, right? That's what you do. You just touch them.
Yeah, the infrared.
That's amazing. Ziggy's gonna kind of fiddle a little bit with her fingers. So I don't really have a phone.
Here, take this one.
What?
I
keep extra phones around in case of. Well, you don't really need to know. Here.
That's weird.
It's like very hesitantly. Okay. Thanks, I guess. Fuck. Okay.
I don't know.
You see Vincent, the tallish one with black hair, single white stripe in his hair. He kind of leans over towards you and he's like, just don't worry about it. It's kind of weird, yeah, but like,
I'm a weird guy.
Okay.
Well, whatever. I want the judge.
All right.
The important thing is that we've all got each other's back as concerns Mr. Psychopath over there.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. So that's the game plan then? Just keep in touch?
For now, if something happens, we'll readjust then.
Okay. I guess we should just hit the hay.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk home with you, Fenris, because I saw you hitting that whiskey.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
Michael butts in and he's like, "Hey, I could take him home, maybe."
Nah.
Let's
No.
not do that.
I'm cool. I can prowl through the wood. I mean, I can
Okay,
walk home.
I just wanted to talk to you for a second alone, and that was a good excuse. All right, I'm not actually interested in walking you home, and I'm not
Okay.
worried about you.
All right.
Does anybody need a ride home? I got.
Oh,
Uh,
you got a car?
I've got a crappy car. If anybody needs a ride.
How far are we away from? I mean, this town's pretty small, right?
You're like over here.
Oh,
And
okay.
You're
Not
like
that far.
over here.
Yeah.
That's the house.
And Ziggy lives over here.
I live over there.
I don't see any.
Right here.
Oh. Okay. I live right here.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, since I mean, Alaric said he wanted to talk to me, right, in private. So.
It can wait till tomorrow. Let's just split up.
All right. Sure, I'll catch a ride.
Anybody else?
My car's back at the dance.
Anybody else? All right, Fenris, come on. Kind of lead him back to the car, and are we just gonna? You live by the bookshop?
I live in the bookshop.
Oh, okay.
It's my dad's place. For whom the book scrolls.
It's funny. For whom the book scrolls.
God, don't even get me started. Heard it all, okay? I've heard it all.
It's just funny. I enjoy it. And, okay. So I'm guessing I just drop him off.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bun City.
And Fenris is like, out. That was like 9 shots of whiskey or whatever.
I love how it just keeps getting more every
more.
time. Like an urban legend. It just keeps getting bigger in the
Yeah.
I had 21 shots
7,
of whiskey.
9. I had 3 bottles.
The whole case.
I had 3 bottles and I fought a murder because of justice.
All right. Okay. So, Alistair, is there anything else you're gonna do tonight before we skip to the next day?
Muted.
Pardon?
He's probably already asleep.
All right, no problem. Okay. So everyone has a quote unquote good night. So we're gonna head to school tomorrow, and there is no first period class because an assembly has been arranged.
Oh, yay.
Yep.
And it was Mr. Koneko that is
Kaneko.
obsessed with the moon and
Yeah.
sent me that note, right? The note was like,
No, he called you. He
And what did he
sent you
say
a
again?
voicemail. He was like, I'll see you next time the moon is at its heights.
fuck.
That is creepy.
Yeah.
School teachers should not be calling you on your phone and
No.
leaving creepy voicemails. No.
Well, it was mostly like, are you okay? Blah blah blah.
I'll see you during the next full moon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The best part was that Genji said it in that sort of like semi-concerned teacher voice. So it's like,
Okay.
so, just calling to check up on you.
Gotcha.
And anyway, I'll see you during the next full moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Super
It was
cash.
great.
Just threw that in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Henry Fenris' mind got blown.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
All right. So I'd like you all to place yourselves. Oh, Xerxes is dead. Never mind. Xerxes is not there. Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
probably sit
Oh, this is the.
right over here. I like how Alistair immediately moves away. He's like, oh, nope.
Let's try to sit in the middle of everybody so we can
All
keep
right.
an eye on everything.
I'll move your gang over.
Right there.
Yeah. Get them all in their spots. There we go. Okay. So let me get the principal. Okay, so principal is this disgustingly mean old lady named Mrs. Beatrice Whitbauer. And she's kind of pacing the front of the gym as she waits for everyone to assemble. And all of the teachers are kind of standing, well, not standing, they're sitting in chairs behind her, like near the front of the gym. And they're just kind of waiting there. And Miss Whitbauer, she kind of starts speaking about the events that occurred yesterday and that they've lost a student, unfortunately, last night, and they couldn't save him, etc., etc., etc. And like she'll like she has like this nice little photo frame of Xerxes's school photo, kind of just standing there on a thing, you know, an easel thing, I guess. So yeah, she's just talking along. Is anyone doing anything?
It was these three, or it was her, him, her, and who were the three that were there last night? I can't remember.
The three that were with Katsuro.
Yeah.
It was Rome, it was Jonas, and it was Iscariot.
Rome, Jonas.
Rome,
Yeah.
Jonas,
Yeah.
and Iscariot, who is not here today.
Okay. And Iscariot was the one with was it Rome with the knife, or was it Iscariot?
No, it was
with the knife?
Iscariot.
Okay.
Yeah, the story we gave the police, just to remind everybody, that was that the reason Iscariot had the blood on their hands was from trying to staunch the flow of blood from the wound.
Yeah.
And then Elric pocketed the knife and then wiped the fingerprints off and then put it in Katsuro's hand while he was unconscious. And that's to again frame him for the murder that he actually committed.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll never expect that.
Genius.
No, officer, you don't understand. I actually mind controlled that person to stab them.
I guess Fenris looks around and sees Rome.
Yeah.
Gonna go over during it. He'll tell to Ziggy, "I'll be right back." And
Ziggy is like kind of like reclining in her seat, knitting, which I'm doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay. Kind of like is looking up at the principal while knitting.
Okay.
Rome,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry about last night. I can't believe Xerxes is dead, and what happened to you guys was horrible.
I mean, you know, that's how things go. It's just shitty lives, am I right?
What do you remember?
I remember. Well, I remember heading out to the nightclub, and I remember seeing a new kid there, and she starts to look a little bit confused for a moment. She says, and then I remember seeing Xerxes, and then I remember seeing Xerxes' dad.
That's horrible. You don't remember the new kid talking to you or telling you to do anything?
Not really.
All right. Just whatever. Just remember, it was all the new kid. Okay? It's all the new kid. He killed Xerxes.
I mean, I know I didn't.
You definitely didn't. And Fenrir's just gonna put his hand on her shoulder now. Just be
Okay.
like, no matter what, I'll be there for you. If you ever need to talk, if you need a shoulder to cry on, if you need you want to walk in the woods, if you need somebody to get your back, I'm gonna roll for hot.
Yep. Go ahead.
Told you. I have a string on Rome. I'm gonna use that.
Okay. Add that +1.
Yep.
Partial success. All right. They can either give you a string or choose one of the reactions.
I've already rolled for hot on Rome, I think, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You did that like
The first game,
day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So she'll nod and she'll say, well, I mean, things have been really stressful. It'd just be nice to just hang out with someone tonight, maybe.
Okay. Well, here's my number.
All right.
And I beep with a little phone.
Beep.
Ba-doop. My phone actually, when it does it, there's a little woo. That's the sound it makes
Oh my lord.
when the infrared touches. Sorry. Yeah, we can hang out. Talk more about it. Whatever you want to do.
All right.
Okay. Then he's gonna go back to Ziggy's table. And I'm gonna text Alaric and be like, I talked to Rome. She doesn't remember anything.
He'll text you back. That's fine. Don't try to get people to remember things they don't. Just always talk about the story and everything else.
I send back a little wolf emoji.
Oh my god.
Okay, that works.
All right. Alistair, what are you doing while you're in this assembly?
Alistair's just sitting there, reclining with a bored look on his face, seemingly apathetic about the death.
All right. So, because of that, Quee, the person above you right here, kind of notices, and they kind of turn to look at you and they say, are you, all right over there?
What? Oh, yes, why wouldn't I be?
I mean, obvious reasons.
Oh, yes, what's his name died last night, didn't he? Shame that.
They're gonna.
Life must go on, don't you agree?
Right. I guess that's what this assembly's for, at least.
Exactly my point. I mean, the failings of one shouldn't affect the grand scheme of things, don't you agree?
I think I think it's a butterfly effect, really. One small thing can affect a whole bunch of other things. And in this case, one big thing can affect even bigger things.
I mean, of course, that's sometimes a possibility, but in the end, the vast majority of small things simply end as small things.
May, the girl across from you, she kind of looks over at this conversation you guys are having, and she looks kind of uncomfortable at it. She's like, maybe we should try focusing on the assembly.
May, my dear, are you all right? You're looking a tad bit pale.
Yeah, no, I'm not all right. Someone is fucking dead.
Oh, were you good friends with that poor boy?
I mean, that's aside from the point.
I mean, I think that's the whole point. Yes, yes, death sometimes can be considered a sad thing, but in the end, does it truly affect the way you'll live the rest of your life? Bear's ending? Think about it. Maybe you saw him once or twice in the hallway. Maybe you talked a few times. But in the grand scheme of things, those are just minor occurrences. Once you graduate, you'll probably forget all about him. You wouldn't think about him ever again. He would just be a distant memory. Think about it this way. That date just moved up a little bit to yesterday. And by now, he should already be a distant memory.
Um, well, I don't quite know about that one. I mean, we were there. We could have stopped it from happening.
And how would you have done that? Would you have thrown yourself in front of the blade? Now that truly would have been a tragedy.
I don't know. Maybe if someone else was there with him, maybe it wouldn't have happened.
What could any of them have done? A deranged killer swinging his knife willy-nilly would have gotten someone.
But maybe it wouldn't have killed them.
Who would you have preferred to be there in his stead then? Or by his side? Or what have you?
I mean, I don't know. But if someone was there, maybe it wouldn't have gone the same way. Maybe it would have been too much commotion. Maybe it wouldn't have happened at all.
Ah, but somebody was there. Quite a few somebodies, in fact. I mean, they did find his body and subdue his killer after all.
What?
Oh my, I think I might have said too much. Though, if I was you, he kind of leans in and goes to whisper in her ear, I would talk to your friend Fenris. I think he might have a few more things to say.
She just goes completely quiet and turns away. right. Alaric, what are you doing in this situation right now?
He's actually probably paying attention to the announcements, specifically what they're saying and what they're leaving out. Are they identifying who said it? He's also keeping an eye on his phone for, the news, like breaking, police department says that, deranged killer has escaped. He's like subscribing to the Twitter feed of the local police department because everybody has a Twitter now.
Yeah, of course. Thankfully for you, the police's Twitter hasn't come up with anything dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Mrs. Whitbauer is mostly talking very vaguely. She's not mentioning any of the specifics of what happened, either because she doesn't know or she just doesn't care.
Okay, we're gonna have to fix that later. He starts talking with his group about whether or not they should go ahead and start rumors telling everybody, it was the new transfer student. If you see him walking around, run away.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, you start planning that with the rest of the gang.
Yeah, nothing specific at this point.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So it's at this point. That something happens. And as you're talking amongst yourselves or listening to Mrs. Whitbauer, there is an opening of the gym doors. And kind of all of a sudden, you all hear a familiar voice. Not Katsuro, but a familiar voice nonetheless. Say, "All right, everyone, get down."
Who is it?
You see from doors is freaking
Who is it?
Iscariot Black.
Oh, shit.
Not just Iscariot Black. You can see his eyes are pitch black. And you can see that he's holding in his hand a gun.
Fuck no. Fuck this. No. No, nope, nope. I do not like this. Ah, okay.
What do you guys do?
Get down.
Yeah. Everyone is scrambling.
I jump forward here and get down.
Okay. These two kind of hide under the table, and everyone's just. Michael is just.
Flip the table and duck behind it.
All right. Okay.
Go, Rome, get around here.
Rome kind of slides under the fucking table, and she just throws it over.
Yeah, throw it over once she gets through. Ziggy, do the same.
Okay. I throw my table over.
What kind of tables are these, by the way? Are they wooden?
They're like wooden, yeah.
Okay. It's not just like plastic.
They're probably not going to stop a gunshot, but the important thing is that they can't aim at your chest.
Out of the view, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Also, while this is happening, can I pull out my phone and dial 911?
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone is like,
I'd like to use my heightened senses right now.
Okay. Go ahead.
I roll on dark. It's during the middle of the day. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Ooh. Mark that experience, though.
Okay. It doesn't say what happens when I fail. I don't know if it's like looking into the void or not. It's just I'm relying on my animal instincts to make sense. So I'm too distracted.
Yeah, it's just too distracting. It's overwhelming. You
The
can't
musk-
make sense of anything.
Musk is getting in the way. Okay.
Yeah. Hmm.
Oh my god.
It's me.
Iscariot, what are you doing? Oh, sorry. You're right.
Are you,
I was about to say, why? No. Sorry.
okay. So everyone is like in lockdown procedure, terrible event occurring mode, and Mrs. Whitbauer is like, she's actually terrified. She doesn't know what's happening, but she like just cowers down. And Iscariot, he's holding the gun up, and he's just looking around at the room, and he says, who was there last night?
Nobody.
Takes a joint and lights it.
Pardon?
I still lights a joint right in the middle of the
Just like,
cafeteria.
Christ.
also, can I use one of my skin moves? I want to become unnoticeable. So it's
Yes.
I can fade from view and become invisible. And I also want to try to cover my scent by keeping cool on a 7 or higher.
All right, go ahead.
So my scent is not hidden, but I'm unnoticeable.
All right. You kind of just blend in, and you just cannot be seen.
Okay, so what Alaric wants to do is text Fenris and say, get ready to attack, get ready to jump him when his back is turned. And then what he's going to do is he's going to move to this side of the table and skid his phone out this way and have somebody else call it. Basically, the idea is to create a ringing sound and make them look away from Fenris, and then bam.
Okay, so where is this?
I gotta say, when you text Fenris, though, his phone does the right behind this table. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I mean, you know,
God damn it.
they're not silver bullets.
Yeah. Well, I'm in my human form. If I go down, that would not be good for everybody. But yeah.
No, but I mean, this is what he's doing.
Yeah.
Okay. So first at the text tone, Iscariot kind of turns towards Fenris's table, and he's like very dangerously pointing the gun.
Damn it. Silent.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Nothing.
Distracting you. I'll yell out from behind here.
As this happens, can Ziggy move from this table to this table without being seen? Because he's kind of looking at that table over here. He's kind of looking here.
Yeah.
Okay. So I sneak. Are there any fire extinguishers nearby by chance?
Yes.
I'm going to grab one, and I'm just kind of going to wait there for a second and see what goes on while he's...
Okay. Iscariot is like still holding the gun up, and he's like looking around all over the place. He's not stopping, and he says, "Stop it! Just stop it, all of you!"
Is that when the phone goes off behind him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I freeze.
Does he turn around or?
So do you want me to maybe make a cool roll to see if we've managed to make a plan that'll distract him long enough?
Yeah, sure. Do that.
All right. It's a modifier of... Not a modifier of Q. Oh, bam. Alaric's cold as ice.
All right, so as you make this plan, you kind of carry it out real quick, as carefully as you can. And Iscariot is just, he's kind of extremely nervous, so he's jittering around, and as he hears like the phone go off, he just turns right around and just shoots at it.
Okay, so Fenris, right when he turns around and shoots, Fenris is going to like get his hands on the table, like the side, and he kind of like leaps up with his back feet onto it, and then he just like he just fucking launches.
All right.
Wolf style, yeah.
Ziggy is just in the corner sighing, like, what did I expect?
And as he's doing it, it's like his leather jacket, which is new, because as he's like using all his muscle strain, it like kind of rips.
Oh my god.
Back. Kind of rips down the back. So it looks both ridiculous, but it also looks a little
badass.
Looks a little badass. So yeah, I'm gonna go try to do tackle Iscariot.
Okay, so lash out physically at him.
Yep.
I moved closer.
Okay.
Ziggy's like slowly making her way with her fire extinguisher.
I do not have a string on him.
No.
Oh shit.
Yes, you didn't need it. All right, you tackle Iscariot to the ground, and the gun kind of
hit the gun. Yeah.
Yeah. The gun's
like, like I just give this bestial. I can't even contain it. Like I'm not trying to do it, but I'm just like, just in his face.
All right. And Iscariot, he just goes wide-eyed and he starts shaking, and he doesn't know what to do all of a sudden.
And I'm like, calm down. It's his influence. It's that asshole's influence. Just fight it off.
Are you sure you're not beating him up?
No, I knocked him down.
Okay.
Like it was hard. It was definitely a hard knock.
Yeah, he took a wound.
Took a harm. Yeah, he took a wound. But I'm not beating him up now. He's not, I know that he's under the influence. I'm not like trying to tear him apart. So now I'm yelling like, just fight it off. You can do it. Don't let that asshole win. He's controlling you. He's making this all happen.
Oh, god damn
it. Alistair is just going to stand up and start walking over to Fenris and the pins. Yeah.
Holy shit.
You know what? Alaric is tired of this whole, subtlety nonsense. He's just going to tell Lance to help him, and they got to go beat him up before he gets his gun back.
So his gun is where now at this point?
It's like probably over here.
Oh, I'm on top of him though. I'm pinning him down.
Over here.
So
he's
where
not getting up.
Can you see the pink spot?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get that.
Okay, good.
Okay. All right. And Iscariot is just like, all of a sudden he just fucking screams. Just like this blood-curdling, loud scream. And what does he do? Let's see.
Does he attack? Does he cry?
He is going to use something.
Shit.
Let me quickly scroll down to this.
God, I wish I took the move when you harm someone, take a string on them.
Yeah.
I didn't think I'd be harming so many people.
You're harming a fuck ton of people. So much harm.
Fenris, how many strings do you have on Iscariot?
I have no strings on Iscariot.
All right. He is going to use the vampire move, Hypnotic.
Oh, shit.
So he's going to roll with Hot. And on a 10 and up, they do exactly what you wish. So this is not because he is a vampire, but you can tell that he's got something going on.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to roll a hot. And if I roll badly, I'm going to cry.
Dun, 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 dun.
Too cute.
All right. He does not hypnotize you.
But what is he's trying? He's like looking into my eyes. And like,
Yeah.
So
The
it's just-
vampire eyes.
there's like a momentary like where it's like I'm like maybe I'm like giving in a little bit. Like I'm like
You can sort of see sort of fire in his eyes.
okay.
And you
Uh.
kind of focus on that a little bit as it like flickers and everything in his eyes.
And then all of a sudden, like I'm getting sucked into it.
Yeah.
But then in the back of my head, there's like a presence, a wolfy presence that is
Yeah.
no, and just is like and just like smashes through it with like a
Yes.
of his rending of teeth and claw and destroys it. Ugh, I break out of it. What was that? What are you trying to do?
Get away from me!
No, you're not yourself.
He's going to lash out physically at you. He's just going to slap you.
I'm holding him down.
He's literally going to slap you.
Okay.
This isn't going to go well though. Just
Aw.
he has a bad volatile.
Well, you never know. Oh, shit. Jesus.
He
He has a
slaps
bad
the
ball
shit
with
out of
arm.
you.
He's got like dragon nails, you know, like the long pointed nails, and he just
Ugh,
right at your face.
my
And,
beautiful
Oh
face.
dear.
You take a harm and you are choked up for a moment.
Ugh, what the fuck? All right, so I get knocked off of him.
He kind of scrambles as far away as he can from you. What are you guys doing?
I'm just gonna shoot him. Fuck this
Okay.
guy.
What?
All
Okay.
right.
I'm gonna shoot him in the head.
All right.
I've already got the condition monster. You know, what else are they gonna do? I'm gonna be a national hero for shooting the person who tried to shoot up a school.
What the fuck?
Technically hasn't shot anything yet besides that cell phone, so
Okay, so
Roll a volatile.
yeah, do I get a circumstance bonus for having the gun?
Circumstance.
Alaric ever fired a gun before?
Yeah, has he?
Yes.
Sure.
As part of his weird RPG. He's probably done a bunch of weird stuff to like prepare for RPG things. Like, oh yeah, there was that time they ran a 6-month, LARP in the woods with airsoft guns, so they had to fire real guns so they could compensate for it correctly.
Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, I'll give you that.
All right. Don't suck. Partial success.
Partial success. All right. Partial. Ooh, that's tempting.
Do it. Do it.
God, I love partial successes.
Yeah. Already know what happened to me.
All right. Well, that doesn't make as much sense, I suppose. Let's see. I'm going to decide how bad this harm turns out.
Okay. I'm trying to kill him, by the way.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, I'm going to decide that, after already having taken a harm from Fenris, you just point blank just shoot him in the head. And he goes down with his eyes wide.
What the fuck? What are you doing?
I was standing right behind him, so I kind of get sprayed with some of the blood, and
Yeah.
I just look at Alaric, and I was like, Now, what did you do that for? So wasteful.
Yeah, what the fuck? Why'd you do that?
Ziggy's just gonna put back the fire or the fire extinguisher and sit down. Okay.
It's at this point that Mr. Berlinger, the gym teacher, kind of gets up and he's like, all right, everyone just stop. This has gone too far. What the fuck is going on?
Wait, it's got obviously somebody came and tried to shoot up the school and now he's dead. You think it's gone too far?
Yeah.
Pretty
That's what
pretty smart.
listen, this guy is
Incompetence of the staff at this place.
I pointed
Two incidents back to back.
God, what kind of kids are you raising here?
Was it him?
You should know we have a
Asshole.
murder in our midst.
I'm just gonna ignore all this and walk back to my group.
With the gun?
Yeah.
Jesus
Holy
Christ.
shit.
The fuck?
Michael kind of cowers away. He kind of goes over here.
Don't forget to
fine.
return that, by the way, Alistair says, pointing at the gun still in his hands.
Yeah, actually, would you mind giving that to, I point to incompetent gym teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I would mind. I'll give it to a police officer when he gets here.
Okay. Speaking of police officers,
Please.
they are here at this point. And they kind of try to assess the situation. Everyone is still kind of cowering. They haven't really looked to see what was going on. They just heard gunshots and a whole bunch of other shit. And they're like freaked out right now. The police come. They are trying to handle this situation. And as well as paramedics who immediately take Iscariot. And yeah, the police are like starting to check to make sure everyone's okay and everything, get everything like sorted out a little bit, try to find witnesses, more witnesses.
Is there one police officer who seems to be clearly in charge? Or anyone who seems to be of superior rank?
Yeah, there's one that looks like to be a higher ranking officer.
Is there any way that I could see, like, what's his specific rank? Is he like a lieutenant, or does he have anything that denotes his rank about him?
I don't know how. I honestly don't know how police officer rankings work. But you can tell that there's something about him, like on his uniform, that denotes that he is like the charge of this group.
Maybe like the police chief, because school shooting,
Yeah,
like,
okay.
chief would
Yeah,
come
that's a
in.
good one. Yeah, the police chief.
Yeah, about how old does he look?
The police chief seems to be like, a little bit older, kind of on the older side of middle-aged.
All right, I'm going to go up with him, joint still in hand. I'm going to walk up behind him, kind of tap on his shoulder and try to get him to turn around.
All right, he turns around.
All right, as soon as he turns around, I'm going to look him dead in the eyes and blow smoke in his face and start a bargaining ceremony.
All right,
Ooh, okay.
all right.
At this point, Ziggy is kind of beside Fenris, kind of slides up beside Fenris and be like, "You okay?" So you will get a little growly there.
Face. There was something in his eyes. He was trying to control my mind. I'm saying this. I'm not. The police can't hear me. I'm saying this just as.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, makes sense. Do you need to go home? Do you need to leave?
As you're looking, the slashes on his face start to close up.
Yeah, you need to leave.
and they've
Yeah.
totally. He still has the harm, but just
Yeah.
visibly.
Mhm.
They've right, Kenji. You say like they close up right now on his face.
Yeah, I'd say since
Okay.
you're a werewolf, it starts like
Mhm.
mending together and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just leave.
All right, you're right. Okay, it's almost into my mind.
Yeah, go home. I don't know. Read a book. Relax. Just process what happened. But you need to go now.
I'm just gonna say I don't want to leave everybody.
You'll be. I promise. We'll be fine. The police are here. There's no more guns.
All right, I think you have to try to convince him.
Do I have? Okay.
I don't think there's a move for diplomacy. It's just
You do have a
you
string.
have to decide if you. Yeah, you could tempt him with a
Yeah.
string, but other than that, you just have to decide if that's what your character would do.
Yeah. I've also got a string.
He's like on the fence, basically. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Okay. Can I use my string on you then to? Do I want to use my string on you for that? Yeah.
no.
You just. It's up to you.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't feel great, but he also doesn't want to. He's worried about everybody else. He's like, I'll think about it. Let me wait till the police are over. I'm worried. Just gonna sit down.
Okay.
Okay. And with the bargaining ceremony, we are going to go back to that after our break. So everyone, we'll be back in like 5 to 10 minutes just to get like some water, something to eat or whatever. Just a 5-minute break, and we'll see you soon. Hello and welcome back to Monsterhearts with Kronos World. Just before the break, we had some pretty intense stuff go down, with Alaric killing a man and all of that. But we're gonna head right into it right after I shout out to Avery Alder once more. If you do like Monsterhearts and the game that we've been playing, you can buy the game book at her website, buriedwithoutceremony.com. You can use discount code Kronos for a discount of 10% off any of her games. She has a couple of really good games out right now. There's like one about road trips, one about,
What?
one about road trips.
Trips?
Yeah, road trips.
Can we have a werewolf road trip?
I don't know. We'll see.
One shot road trip with werewolves.
Yeah. Can Ziggy and Fenris go on a road trip?
Yeah, I mean,
Like, where would they go?
I don't know. I feel like we'd argue the whole way. You'd be like, "No, I want to go."
Let's go to some
I
concert in the woods.
Yeah,
Go to
exactly.
Ferg.
Let's go to Burning Man. We're going to Burning Man.
Burning Man.
Woo! But like in
Wow,
Kronos,
Alice.
Burning Man is like actually a man who's on fire.
oh my god. All right. So it's at this point that we are going to go to Alistair, about to do a bargaining ceremony with the police chief. All right.
So as soon as the ceremony is enacted, what the police chief turns around and sees is just a wide open black space with just this big old red chair and Alistair sitting in it, hands folded, tapping his finger, kind of looking pensively at the police officer and saying, "Sir, why don't you take a seat? Let's have a discussion."
What is this? Who are you?
Yes? What do you mean?
Confusedly, the police officer takes a seat.
Very good. Now then, I have heard that recently, well, in the past 2 days, you've had quite a few incidents. 2 deaths, 1 assault. Am I right?
That is correct.
Well, the way I see it, these type of things, they happen. And they will be continuing to happen for quite some time. That is, of course, unless you would like to strike a deal with me. And we can put a stop to all of this messiness.
And what does that entail?
It entails me being such a good citizen and kind soul. I will give you some information. You simply need to act on it and put a stop to this.
Justice is justice. What do you have? Are you withholding information from an officer?
Withhold? Oh, heavens no. Of course not. Oh, I shall tell you everything now. This will take too long if we start from the beginning, so I'll just hit a few key points. You see the pink-haired kid you have in lockup? Yes, go on.
No, I was just going to say yes.
Very good. Well, yes, he indeed did commit a murder, but it didn't happen as you've been told. It just so happens that the one who told you is also the one who committed the murder here just now with a gun taken from, well, who could imagine where he got such a thing? That's not important. The important thing is he's committed a crime, has he not? Shouldn't you apprehend him? It's him and that other one in the lockup. They're colluding together. They're the root of this. As long as you have both of them, things should quiet down quite a bit. What I'm saying is, you simply need to hurry and apprehend that one before things continue to grow out of hand. Put him away and keep him away. That is all.
Well, we're going to have to investigate that information that you just gave us.
Investigate? What is there to investigate? You have, what, several dozen witnesses in the room right now? He's holding the murder weapon and standing not too far from you.
Yes, but cross-references need witnesses and all of that stuff.
Again, just ask anyone in the room right now, and they'll tell you the same thing as me. He's the one who did it. He's the mastermind. He shot him in cold blood. Poor Scariot. Poor misguided, abused, manipulated Iscariot. I mean, everyone knows Alaric, he has a certain reputation. He uses people, manipulates them. He oftentimes has them do his dirty work. When they're done, he tosses them aside. I mean, look at that poor fellow, Katsuro, you have. He was also one of Alaric's little puppets.
Again, I'm going to have to investigate this, but thank you for your information.
Oh, do feel free to continue with your investigation, but I would put a rush on that if I was you. This type of situation is time sensitive, as I'm sure you can imagine. I mean, it's been every day so far. I imagine it'll continue to do so. The more you delay, the longer you delay, the more bodies I fear will begin to accumulate. Just take him into custody. If you investigate and find out there is some error in my reporting, let him out. It won't be too late to set him free later. But for now, I believe you know what you should do.
And the police officer just kind of quietly nods.
Very good then. Back to work with you, and I end the bargaining ceremony.
All right. Okay. So, with that, the police chief is going to go and talk amongst his amongst some of his police officers, and some of the officers are going to go to question Alaric and his crew,
Mm-hmm.
of course. So the police officers come, and of course they see the gun, and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
So they start questioning you about what happened here and why you have the gun in your hand and all of that stuff.
Yeah, I tell them pretty much exactly what happened, although spinning things to be more favorable to me. As in, they came in, said they were looking for people who were there last night. I assumed they meant me because I was there. And when I saw that, we did the plan, I texted Fenris and, slid my phone over and called it, and then picked up the gun, and then he got free, and I decided to shoot him because he was free and still fighting people, and I feared for my life.
All right. And of course they're gonna question like where you were last night and what you saw last night and all of that stuff.
I'll give him the same story I gave him last night.
Okay. And they ask like Vincent and Kokone and Michael as well, and they all give the same story, basically, from what they've been told to give and all of that stuff. All of that stuff. And then the police officers will take the gun, of course.
Yeah.
And some of the other police officers will go talk to Fenris and ask about the same thing because Fenris was mentioned in Alaric's testimony thing. And they're going to ask you the same questions.
As they leave, Siggy's like, be cool, man. Be cool.
Fenris?
So what does Fenris say?
What is the police asking?
Basically what happened, what did you see, what were you doing?
Jesus, he does not know how to respond to this. He came in with the gun and he tried to. I got him to the ground and it's the kid Xerxes. I'm telling him, not Xerxes. What's his name?
Katsuro.
Katsuro. Yeah. So Fenris is all out of sorts. I don't know. He doesn't want to like give up Alaric, but he also doesn't want to support him. He's just kind of be like, I tackled him and then he hit me really hard and I was out of it. I don't know what happened. I can't remember what happened after that. I just heard the gunshot.
All right. And then they ask where you were last night and all of that stuff.
Well, I was in the warehouse. Remember? I saw you there.
These aren't the same cops.
Okay. I was after but they know I was there, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I was at the warehouse, and I went home alone to my den, to my house.
Mm-hmm.
Little slip up.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. And they'll just start questioning everyone as, things happen. I don't know how police questioning goes.
Interrogation, and if you're a primary witness or a suspect and they think that there might be more information that you have, or they'll take you back instead of just taking statements.
Yeah,
Take it
because
back.
all of this is basically taking statements right
Mhm.
now from
Yeah.
various people. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay.
Basically, it amounts to if they think that they have a case basically if they think they have a chance to prosecute whoever did this, then they take them back. If not, they'll just sort of say, this seems like a pretty clear-cut case of self-defense. If the attorney decides to say anything else, the district attorney. I'm doing this based on American laws, by the way, because Canada is a bizarro world.
Mhm.
Then they'll get in contact with you and make you come down to the station for questioning.
Or like a later date.
Yeah.
All right.
But even if they're just like, even if things just don't add, like they might not think, oh, he's the number one suspect, but it could just be like things don't add up, or there's something's hiding something, or they just want more information. They would call them down to the station later.
All right. Okay. I suppose we'll do that. By which I mean we're not gonna.
We're going to go through a whole criminal investigation.
Yeah, we're going
to
through-
last.
Okay.
Law and Order,
Yes.
Monsterhearts,
Yeah. Yeah.
Detective Wolf, Detective Sasquatch.
In the criminal justice system, monster-based crimes are considered especially heinous.
And gruesome.
These are
Only-
investigated by the detectives of the Major Case Squad. These are their stories. Dun dun.
Amazing. All right. So what's going to happen is school is going to not happen.
Oh,
What a shame.
darn it. I'm so sad.
Yeah.
So sad.
Yeah, really. I know. And what's going to happen is that we're going to go back to the town map. Actually. I forgot. Yeah. I'm going to go back to the town map. And school has been let out after all of the statements have been taken from various people. So, what are you guys going to do?
Text everybody. Meet up at the Shatik Mall. We need to talk.
The shit mall.
Yeah.
Great.
I mean,
Mhm.
this guy did just shoot a guy.
Yeah.
I guess I would first make sure that Rome is okay, like they're all okay.
Yeah.
I would actually make sure May is okay.
May, she seems to be, she's pretty shaken up, but she kind of closes up when you show up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Even after we had the moment, that was like only last night. Okay. Just making sure. Then I would find Ziggy and be like, Ziggy, I got this text from Alaric.
He sent it to everybody in the group who has phones.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Alistair got in on this or not. I can't remember. Let's just say that he did, because he has everybody's phone numbers, because he's a creep.
Yeah.
Ziggy.
Alistair would have heard even if you hadn't have sent it to him directly.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I love it.
What do you want to do? Should we meet this guy? I don't know. kind of crazy what happened.
I don't particularly want to meet him, but I need to give his phone back. So I'm probably going to go give the phone back, be like, I'm out, and then get out.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Iscariot was being controlled by the new kid again.
See, but he can't really control anybody now that he's in jail.
I don't know how he did it, but I'm sure it was him.
I'm sure, but it doesn't really matter because Iscariot's dead now.
But what if he could control the cops or something?
Well, he's in jail. Shit.
I don't know. I'm just
Damn
worried.
it.
Yeah.
Do I care this much about this? Like, Ziggy squints her eyes, thinking about if it's really something that she wants to worry.
I mean, it could happen.
Sounds
It could take over the town. It could happen to another person. It could affect all of us.
Well, that would be inconvenient, I guess. Let's go meet with Psycho who just shot a guy. Sure.
Just meet with him, but let's let's not get sucked into his web.
Oh, I'm pretty good at not getting sucked into webs.
All right. I don't know what that means, but let's go.
I love the mixed metaphors there.
Yeah.
Let's not get sucked into his web.
All right. We're taking your ride.
He's like a spider who has puppets, but also is a chess master. He's a spider playing puppet moving chess.
Manipulation upon manipulation.
All right. So a lot of you meet up at Shatik Mall. It's a really shitty mall. It's got like, everything that someone would want, but like,
But not really.
not really.
Yeah, they don't have they have off-brand everything.
Yeah.
It's like, they don't even have Best Buy. They have like OK Purchase.
Well, a great deal is right next to it. That's
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
There's like Pacific Sun, but it's like it's like West Pacific
Oh,
Sun.
what?
Oh, it's a
What?
story over here. Never mind.
yeah, just off-brand everything.
It's not the Gap. It's like it's not Old Navy. It's the New Navy.
Oh my god.
Do you have Sbarro in Canada? Is that there? Sbarro?
Awesome.
Pizza? I don't know. Okay, fine. There's a Tim Hortons, but it's like
So
Tim Hortons.
more specifically, he's asked you to meet up at his reserved corner in the gaming store.
Oh god, we're going into his lair.
Yeah, and him and his crew are already there, kind of just lounging. Kokone is hurriedly writing things down in a notebook.
Mm-hmm.
So
As I walk in, I'm like, what's up, nerds?
Kokone raises her hand and just kind of flips you the bird.
Exemplifying that Billy role, aren't you?
What? I look around. Do I see Alistair there?
Yep.
Yeah, he's walking in behind you.
Hey. Wasn't expecting to see you here. No, what did you just say?
Oh, nothing. Shall we continue on and meet the murderer?
Yeah, sure. Mister. Okay, yeah, sure. I kind of turned to Fenris like, that guy's super vague. What the fuck?
It's extremely creepy. Don't trust him.
I'm still here, you know.
What is his condition that he
I
has?
take offense.
Can't be trusted.
Yeah, can't be trusted. That's exactly what I said. Can't be trusted.
Oh.
Yep.
But, so you
Don't believe such debasing rumors.
Oh,
You're
no.
the most trustworthy individual that you might ever meet in your
Just don't smoke with him.
existence.
Don't take any drinks or weed from him. I whispered to her.
Oh, no.
Well,
I'm all
it's
natural,
often
honey.
only- Yes, I say pulling out a joint and waving it, but
Yeah,
not
joints natural.
Yeah,
This
I'm all
is
natural as I wave my clothes.
only of the highest quality. Something like this. If you were to about this. Oh, I fear for you.
As he's monologuing, Fenris walks away.
That's
I pay
kind of
attention.
rude fellow, isn't he?
I go up to Alaric. So what's up, man? I'm can't say I approve of what happened, but I'm worried that new kid's influence is still a threat.
I think he's very much still a threat. And as far as today's events go, I didn't want
Threatening one.
to have things end up this way, but tell me, did you feel anything strange when he was looking at you and talking to you?
Yes. He was trying to... There was some type of hypnotic power or force.
Answer me this, Fenris. What do you think would happen to the rest of the people in that room if he managed to make that work?
I fought it off. And it wasn't him, it was the new kid.
Yes, that's what I mean.
I was able to beat it. Then you killed him.
Yes, because tell me, when you try to hurt somebody and you fail, are you not able to swing at him again? What if he just managed to keep battering at you until you weren't able to resist anymore?
I don't know what to think. A lot of shit's gone down.
That's not proper logic, and this Ziggy kind of pops in. So you were shooting him dead when he was unarmed on the floor on the off chance that he was gonna get up and start punching. I'm pretty sure we could have subdued him. Just
punching is a metaphor for hypnotizing the werewolf and telling him to kill everybody in the room.
Hypnotizing
had his stuff.
Werewolf, indeed.
Yes.
Quite the imagination you have on you there.
You're talking about a werewolf, and at this, Ziggy laughs. Oh my god, what are you on right now? Are you high?
Yes, I do believe he's quite out of his mind. First, he starts shooting up the school, and then he starts talking about werewolves and...
All right, let's stop talking about werewolves. Stop saying that word.
Kokone kind of snaps up at that as well, and she's like, can we just stop talking about werewolves?
Thank you.
Does this have anything to do with this right now?
Yes, let's talk about you and your murderous tendencies, shall we, Alaric?
If this is the way you guys want to do it, have fun getting killed one by one. I leave.
By you.
At this, I'm gonna kind of like throw the cell phone at your head as you're walking out.
Ooh.
You can keep the cell phone. Thanks for letting me borrow it.
Roll.
You're welcome.
Do I have to roll anything for this?
Roll.
Yeah, I want to roll. I want to see you roll volatile.
Yeah, roll a volatile. Roll
Okay.
to flesh out physically.
I do not have a good volatile.
It's okay. Iscariot didn't either. All right. So the cell phone hits you pretty hard in the back of the head. You can definitely feel that. It kind of rings through your head a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'll just pick it up and leave.
Okay. Are you taking your gang with you, or?
Yeah.
All right. So Kokone kind of packs up what she was writing, and she goes to follow you. And
Wait. Okay. I guess you guys are following. He did just say that we're going to be murdered one by one, right?
I don't know if that was a threat or is he talking about the new kid. I'm not sure.
Don't die on me now.
Oh, Jesus, all these people. Do you ever just want to, like, pack up all your shit and just get out of here?
I've done it before. Considering doing it again.
Mind if you have a tag along?
I'm curious to see how this ends up. At the end of this, we'll see what goes on. All right, Vague Man. You want to go see what's up with that weirdo in the police custody?
You talking to me?
Yes, sir. Mr. Vagueman.
Alistair just turns
One sec.
around and starts walking out, heading towards the police station.
See, I knew he'd agree as I walk after him.
I'm telling you, I tell Ziggy very quietly, just be very careful with him. He's gonna almost be as worse as Alaric.
Meh.
I saw him trying to. Wait, was I aware that he tried to? Yeah, I was aware of the whole situation where he tried to roofie that person, right? I was.
Yeah, that was out loud.
Yeah, tried to roofie somebody last night.
According to Alaric.
I'm whispering this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying that for clarification.
No, it was all.
He's
Yeah,
the only one who said that.
Yeah.
yeah. But I'm just telling Ziggy that. I'm not saying according to anybody.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that.
I kind of raised my eyebrow like, okay, I'll be on the lookout for my drinks.
What do you
God,
mean?
what is wrong with all of you people? If she takes a cigarette out and lights it.
God, so strong. The musk and the cigarette. All right, let's go to this jail. We gotta deal with the threat. See if there's still a threat.
I'm sure there still is. All right.
Right.
Let's go.
So off to the jail you go.
We have some road music.
On the road again.
I don't understand it on the road again.
Forgot about the music.
Yeah.
I should still that on.
Hey, hi, music.
My music. You just do that. Anyways. Alright. So you guys head up over to the jail. Alaric, at this time, what are you and your gang doing?
We're not going to be at the jail. I'm still thinking. You can go ahead with what you're doing there.
Okay. Right. So, jail crew. You reach the jail. What are you doing?
Go up to the desk. Is there like a desk sergeant or something? And
Yeah.
okay. Is Ziggy gonna take over to the speakies?
I was just gonna kind of check out the police officers to see if they were acting weird at all. You know what I mean?
Do you whisper that to Fenris or?
As we were going,
Yeah,
I'm sure she'll say it to the group.
All right.
Fenris is gonna be like not very subtle about it.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like up, and he's like looking like hey, kind of like looking like this.
I grab him by the back of his
Kind of
collar.
like the kind of oh this is awesome. Yeah, this is the road music I wanted. Yeah. Kind of like Curb Your Enthusiasm, you know, like the
Yeah.
like what's up? Are you feeling alright? Like
I grab him by the collar.
what?
Just be quiet for a second.
Okay.
I go,
Mhm.
Alistair, are you with us?
I'm standing there with you guys.
Are you doing anything, or are you just kind of standing? And
I'm standing up to the side. I want to see how you guys will convince them to listen, or if I'll have to do everything by myself.
I have to. I look down for a second, and then I look back up, and Ziggy, her eyes now are kind of full of tears, and her bottom lip is quivering a little bit. She goes up to the front desk. She says, "Hello, I was just wondering if you had any more information about the terrible incident last night. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's still so new.
Stay calm. Stay calm. It's all right. Take your time.
I was wondering if you guys had any more information about the terrible murder last night. Do you have any more information about the monster that you locked up?"
Well, that's kind of classified information.
I understand. I feel like I need some closure on this situation because my friend I look at Fenris and Alaric like, what's his name?
Iscariot? Xerxes?
Xerxes died. My poor friend Xerxes.
Oh,
You don't have to tell me everything. Just as long as that monster is staying behind bars, and as long as he's not happy or smug that little shit, then that's all I need.
well, I can certainly tell you that he is behind bars, and we're doing everything we can to make up everything we need to find. Sorry. We're doing everything we can to find out all the information that we need to see what happened. And if you have any information yourself, please let me know. We can set up some questioning.
I wish I had more information. I wasn't there. I wasn't there that night, and I should have been. I know this is a lot to ask, but can my friends and I promise we'll be careful. Can we just see him again? I won't say anything. I just need to see his face. Again, I don't know how I'm gonna get composure at this. She kind of wails and goes like this, real over the top.
It's okay. I'm kind of like put my arm around her. I'm like, it's fine. Don't worry. The cops, they'll let it happen, right? She hasn't been able to sleep. She hasn't been able to eat.
I'm just so guilty.
So upset.
The
Closure!
officer kind of looks like very uncomfortable by this. But he nods and he says, all right, you can have 15 minutes.
Oh, thank you so much, the officer. I really do appreciate it. This means so much to me. I turn around and I look at Alistair and I kind of wiggle my eyebrows like, yeah, bitch, I just did that.
Alistair gives a snarky smirk in return.
Okay, whenever you're ready, officer.
Right. And he'll lead you guys to the jail cell. And you see pink-haired Katsuro just kind of sitting there. He's got his head leaned against the wall, and he's just got his eyes closed. And at the footsteps, he kind of tilts his head up. And he looks sober.
Is the officer still with us?
Yeah.
You can tell that Ziggy's still trying to keep up her kind of thing, but her eyes narrow slightly. So you're the one who killed Xerxes.
Seems like people say that.
It's very odd that we had a really odd incident happen in school today. I don't know if you heard. So we had a crazy person come in with a gun and try to shoot people. Can you believe that? Now, what kind of monster would bring a gun into a school? I swear, you just don't know these days.
Monster would use certainly strange times.
I've been in jail all night. I don't know what you're trying to get out of this.
Oh, no, we're very aware you've been in jail all night.
Yes, quite unfortunate that you still remain here, of course. Or at all.
I was actually wondering if you have you been having many talks with the police officers? Lots of face-to-face contact.
I'm not a fan of talking.
All right. At the club, how many other people did you see besides and Ziggy kind of name, shooter, Fenris?
Oh, scary.
Iscariot, yeah. How many people did you talk to that night besides Iscariot?
You saying I was at the club that night?
Weren't you? I wasn't there, so I don't know.
You were there. We caught you outside, don't you remember? You son of a bitch.
Yes, that's an unfortunate incident. You stabbed that poor boy. Could you?
Such a shame.
I know what you are. I know what you're gonna do. And I'll just say, I'll be there to rip out your fucking throat if you try it again.
I'm like, I point at him and I'm like,
What?
You're a fool.
I grabbed the back of his collar, like.
Katsuro just kind of raises his eyebrow.
I mean, I apologize for his out of hand behavior, but you did murder his boyfriend. What do you expect?
Wasn't my boyfriend.
I didn't know you guys were in a relationship like that. And with that,
Wasn't in a relationship.
you. Look at you. Oh,
Never been in a relationship, okay? God.
Okay. But really, was there anybody else that you talked to last night? Hypothetically, of course, if you were at the club. As I said, I wasn't there, so I wouldn't know.
I don't think I know what you're talking about.
I kind of turned to the others. There's not really a lot I can do in this situation.
Randomly here to check out that the that the cops are not influenced at all. I guess I would still want to look around at the police officers.
Okay.
Would I be staring into the void? I don't think I could use my skin move. Would it just be like a straight?
I think gaze into the abyss.
Gaze into the abyss. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Do not have great dark. But I did have one forward before.
To finding out about who he is.
Yeah. Could I use that for like to kind of see if he has influenced anybody around here, or?
Yeah, I'll say you can do that.
Okay. Not great on dark.
Partial success.
Cannot roll bad today.
Your abyss shows confusing and alarming visions, but you get your answer nonetheless. All right. So you kind of close your eyes and feel this wolf inside of you just running through the forest, and you can kind of see like in its kind of perspective, and you're seeing that it's dark, and in the sky you see all of the stars, and the stars kind of give you kind of constellations to look at, and you can see the same eye that you saw last time, but then you see it kind of shatter.
Okay. I don't know what the fuck that means. Maybe his. I'm not sure.
I'm just like mumbling to myself right now. Next to you, Siggy.
I don't know.
So I don't really sense that anybody is under control.
No.
Okay. You're muted.
I turn back to Alistair. Anything else you want to say to the Mr. Poised and calm over here?
Yes. I turn back and look to him in the cell. I say, seeing as you are in the position you're in, alive and whatnot, imprisoned and whatnot, my offer from before still stands.
Offer.
And he turns around and leaves.
You can hear the new kid just kind of snort. But he kind of stays in his place.
I don't know what to make of you.
Good.
Life is a game of chess. It's always good, or should I say, always better to have an extra piece.
Life is meaningless and we're all going to die anyway, so it doesn't matter, but for now. And then Ziggy walks out just like...
All right.
I go, before I walk out, I go like this.
Mm-hmm.
And I do a little, and then I'm, yeah.
As you do the bite thing, he just kind of winks, and then he goes back to leaning against the wall. All right, Alaric, have you thought of anything to do?
Yes.
All right.
So Alaric's pretty pissed at what's been happening. So he marches out and he sort of plans to go one way and then walks the other and he goes, I've had enough for today. We'll meet up tomorrow. And he's going to head home.
Okay.
And the thing he's going to do when he gets home is he's going to march into where his desk is, where he's got all of his RPG plans. He's just going to sweep the whole thing into the bucket. And he's going to take out packs and packs of weird off-brand Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Oh boy.
And he's gonna do that sort of commune with the dark spirits thing on every single one of the players. So I'd like to gaze into the void once each for Alistair, for Fenris, and for
Ziggy.
Ziggy.
Okay, so Alaric, roll dark for Alistair. Right. You cannot get a reading on him.
Mm-hmm.
It is just, all of these signs are just so confusing. They're contradictory. They don't make sense. Nothing really.
He grabs it and just rips the cards to pieces and gets out another deck and does it again, growing increasingly frustrated and frantic with each new time he does it.
Okay. All right. Next, I guess Fenris.
Sure.
Okay. Partial success. Okay. So, what do you want to know? What are you looking for on him?
I want to know what's the best way to hurt him. What does he care about the most?
All right. Eric, how about you give a very confusing vision about that?
Okay. I guess it would show a lot of the people in school now, a lot of the new people they started, but their faces are all changing very rapidly. And it's kind of nothing's settling on any one face. It's kind of
even he doesn't know exactly who he cares about the most.
Yeah, it's almost like the potential
Mm-hmm.
is kind of what it is, but it's like I said, it's very fading very quickly, and also like you see like an open plain
Mm-hmm.
under a moonlit sky. And I don't know, like, so Fenris before, I'm sure Alaric's in a state, but Fenris actually never really, he didn't shoot you down before. He was
Mhm.
kind of confused by the whole thing. So yeah, you just see that an open plain afterwards, after all the faces have, yeah.
And last one,
Ziggy.
Ziggy.
Oh,
All right. So for Ziggy, Abby, would you like to give Snowy a description?
yes. So when you look at the card, you see Ziggy at several schools, kind of flashing from school to school, with Ziggy not really ever communicating with everybody. You see Ziggy kind of against a wall, pretty like calm, kind of in the background with everything that's coming. So you see schools, places, bookstores, and then you see her outside in some kind of wooded area, all by herself, kind of breathing deeply, and there's just silence. And you get the feeling that more than anything, she really embraces her or their, what's the word, like isolation almost, their
I
ability.
get it.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
You gotcha.
Okay.
Okay, the second thing he's going to do is go onto Amazon and order some things like mace and some knives and cast silver
Okay.
because he doesn't think he can trust anybody. And he might have to get rid of them.
All right. It is now Alaric's slow spiral into distrust.
Yeah.
Now, does he have Amazon Prime, or is this like he's waiting for the week free shipping?
Yeah.
No, this is not. He's not gonna do something like today. He's not just gonna like, hey, what's up, motherfucker? Stab. This is like the start of the subplot in the middle of season 1. That like season 2, he just shows up like, oh yeah, I've been doing that behind the scenes.
So it's the free shipping. He doesn't. It's not the Prime shipping.
Yeah.
It's the free shipping. It's
Yeah.
over $30. So
Mm-hmm.
All right.
30 loons, right? Oh, sorry. Sorry, Kenji. Continue.
Alright. And as you're doing this, Alaric, you hear your doorbell ring.
Dun, dun, dun.
Like how the music got real creepy.
I look outside the my window. Can I see somebody there?
Yes, you can see it is Vincent.
All right, I'll go down.
All right.
Open the door.
All right. Vincent's just kind of standing there, and he kind of like salutes, just making sure you're okay and stuff.
I'm okay for now.
For now. I suppose that's all we can really ask for, huh?
I suppose it is.
You feeling all right or anything?
I'm feeling fine. Well, Vincent, let me just tell you something.
Yeah.
A lot of people are gonna beat around the bush, and it's apparently not something that we can just come out and say. Just watch your back around those 3.
Right.
Weird things are happening. I'll see you around. Close the door.
All right. He goes to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all right. Gang, what are you guys doing now that you are out of the jail?
I would actually want to kind of see if any of not Alistair's oh my god, I'm so bad at names, you guys.
Alaric?
I'm sorry. Alaric. I want to see if any of Alaric's gang is away from him right now. Just to kind of be like, dude, you know that's real fucking weird, right? So I'm probably just gonna be walking around, let's say the beanery.
What did you tell Fenris and stuff when you left? So are we not together now?
If you want to, basically, when
Like, what would you say you're doing?
I'm just gonna I'm gonna make sure that the people that oh my gosh, Alaric hangs around with. I want to see if maybe not that they're being controlled, but see kind of what's going on. Why does he have so many people following him around?
Now, Alaric, I forgot last episode. Wasn't there some type of acknowledgement, Snowy, that Alaric had some type of powers, or
Yeah.
what was the actual like?
It was vague and alluded to. He just basically said, "I can do things."
I would say, yeah, be careful. Alaric's also one of us. I don't know what, but he's some type of strange.
Huh.
I mean, he's not like awesome like you and me. You know, awesome and naturey, but something weird.
Okay, I've got a feeling we need to do something now. Gotta do something big now.
Like what? You think he's a dangerous to us now?
Yeah, I really do.
All right.
Where's Alistair?
It's actually Alistair this time, not Alaric.
Yeah, it's actually Alistair.
Anthony Alistair.
Alistair would have, after going to the police station, he'd probably go to the mall and see if any of the kids from the school are there.
Right. All right. Sure. Alistair, you go to the mall, and you see, there are a couple of people that you know, from the school here. They're kind of huddled in small groups. You see, like, basically the jock kids. So Hibiku, Lance, Kenny, Sasha, and Sarah. They're all in one group together.
Go up and join that huddle.
Right.
Yes, so how about that Alaric kid? Yeah. Such an unpleasant fellow.
Kenny kind of shrugs and he's like, "Yeah, I didn't even see what happened."
You didn't see him murder Iscariot right there in the middle of the cafeteria.
His eyes kind of go wide and he's like, "Oh. Oh shit, fuck."
Yes, indeed. Oh. I do not find it strange how he was also involved in that other unpleasantness yesterday.
Was he?
Oh, most certainly. He was the one who talked to the police.
Hmm.
Right after the body was found, to boot. Quite interesting, that too, wasn't it?
I mean, yeah, dude. It's pretty whack.
Indeed. I'd be careful of that one. You don't want to end up like those other two who happened to cross him. Quite messy business, was it not?
I mean, we kind of just don't associate with him anyways.
Yes, it would likely be best to keep it that way and to forewarn anyone else you might come into contact with against doing so.
I mean, all right, man.
Yes, indeed. I'm just going to stay there in the huddle, but yeah, I'll stay there in the huddle and listen to their conversation.
Great. They're mostly just talking about what happened, trying to figure out what happened, all that stuff. And Sasha is actually trying to like diverge the conversation away, and she's like trying to talk about something else to like get them to stop talking about this. She doesn't want to hear it.
Is this the same Sasha
my dear, are you all right?
Is this the same Sasha?
that before the shooting, she was like, can we just stop talking about like werewolves and shit? I mean, somebody that's not the, okay.
No, that's Kokone.
I totally knew that. Never mind.
I mean, it's like, it's been talked about all day. I'm kind of tired. I can't handle this shit.
So that's quite understandable. But on issues such as these, especially ones that hit so close to home, is it not better to be well informed regarding them? After all, these are your classmates, your peers. For some of you, potentially, they could have been your friends.
I think I'm just gonna go home.
That might be wise. Stay home for a little while. Keep yourself away from that Alaric. You don't want to be the one he gets to next.
We'll see.
Shall we? Oh. Interesting.
And Sasha like grabs her bag over her shoulder and she just kind of starts heading out. Sarah kind of looks over her shoulder at her, kind of like what's going on, but she doesn't question it. She kind of feels bad too. So, okay. And Ziggy and Fenris, what were you doing? You were looking for one of Alaric's crew, right?
Actually, Ziggy thought about it. Ziggy's like, you know what? A lot went down today. I'm gonna go home, gonna rest up a little bit, and deal with this tomorrow. Just stuff has been way too crazy for me.
Crazy for everybody.
For sure.
It's a crazy town. It's a crazy world. It's a crazy year. I don't know either. All right. Will you take it easy?
Yeah, I'll see you later. He kind of nods to Fenris and Ziggy drives off. She goes home. And what she's going to do, or he's going to do is, Alaric, you are going to get a text message.
From what phone?
It's blocked. It's an unknown number. It's going to say, I have some information. Meet me at Long Branch Park, let's say like 11:30 or something.
Nah, he doesn't believe it.
Do you say anything back?
Nope, he's just ignoring it. He's a little too caught up in his... Yeah, he thinks this is a transparent attempt to get him alone.
Yeah.
So he's just going to ignore it. If they really care, they'll keep trying to get in contact with me. Otherwise, yeah, no thanks.
Okay. You receive one last text. It just says, last chance for the information. After this, I'm gone.
Was it to his regular phone?
Whatever phone number that Ziggy...
The phone number that he gave to Ziggy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, he'll spend his free time trying to backtrack that thing and not following it.
Okay. And then I feel like if you look hard enough, you would be able to tell that it did come from Ziggy's house, because it's like a landline. It's a weird landline.
Uh-huh.
So I feel like if you did enough digging, you'd probably be able to find that's from.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
He'll move Ziggy up one notch on his people to mess with list.
Oh my.
And that's all I have planned right now.
All right. Fenris, are you doing anything?
Oh, yes.
All right.
Fenris is going to call up Rome.
All right. All right.
Hey,
Hey.
a lot of shit went down today. You all right?
Could be better.
Where you at right now?
At home.
All right. You want to hang out? Just it's good to be around somebody else when stuff's looking dark. It's always good to have a friend by your side. Just talk it out, chill, whatever.
That sounds good, Fenris.
All right. Fenris goes over to Rome's house.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fucking making this happening.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, he knocks on the door and he's kind of like, he still has his leather coat on that's split
Oh
in the
my
back, by the
God.
way. Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's like leaning against the door frame.
Rome kind of answers the door and she looks over and she's like, "Hi, Fenris.
What's up? Mind if I come in?
I invited you over."
All right.
He walks in.
All right. Her house is pretty nice. It's a small like apartment thing. She usually lives with her dad, but he's out right now. So
Where's your dad?
doing his sailing thing.
Oh, so you're just alone right now?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Ugh, that's hard. I just want to make sure everybody's safe, and all our friends. Like, I don't know what to make of all this. It's like life is so fleeting,
Seems like it.
It's just like you gotta.
Jesus Christ. There's so many messages right now, just to say that's distracting me a little bit. Why I'm reacting that way.
You just kind of like gotta take life by the reins when you can. You gotta live while you can. Gotta experience life while you got the chance. You know what I'm saying?
And he's like pretty close to her now.
Yeah, Fenris.
Okay, he's rolled hot against her twice successfully.
Yeah, he has.
He has.
I just, felt a connection to you now, and with everything that's gone on,
God, Abby.
with everything going on right now, I don't, I want to be there for you. I want to make sure you're okay. I want to make sure we're okay.
And he goes and he kisses her.
All right, roll for that hot.
All right. God, I wish I had a fucking string on it. Oh, I do have a string on it. I'm using my string.
All right.
I'm like, this is gonna be the time I roll like a 2. Partial success.
Partial success.
You know I'm going to be making those reactions when just keep going. This is perfect.
Oh, it's a romance novel.
Oh,
What would the romance novel be called, Abby?
Oof.
Under the moon, under the half moon.
Yeah, like taken under the moon. That's what it would be.
Wow.
And the cover would be like a half.
Us on a
like,
cliff. Like
wolf-
there's the moon there. And I got my half
and you're
wolfed
half
out.
looked up, and then you're
Yeah.
holding Rome.
I'm holding her, on the arm like this.
Yeah,
She's
exactly.
like her hair's back in the wind. And I'm like
Love
ripping
it.
off my. That's what I'm gonna happen. I'm gonna rip
Yes.
off my clothes right now. With like one hand. All right. So what happens, Genji?
Right. So on a 9, you partially succeed, and I think that is where we're gonna end Monster Hearts.
What? What?
Yeah.
Does Fenris rip off his clothes?
I think we're gonna fade to black and
Ah,
end Monster Hearts right there.
oh my god.
With sweet, sweet wolf lovin'.
That's the end. It's like, oh yeah, so it's been building up the whole season. He's
Cliffhanger.
got it like this, he's going in the kiss, and then it just fades right to black.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And all the like teenagers at home who have been watching it are like, no!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Yep.
2.
All right. So, I'd like to, once again, say thank you to Splattered Ink, who is doing amazing, amazing art for our channel. And you're going to see a whole bunch of it coming up. And it's just going to be fantastic.
There's a certain t-shirt somebody can buy
Oh, yes. There is a
Store.
t-shirt with Splattered Ink's art on it in the store.
with a certain character.
Just a certain character. Just,
Nothing specific. Just
nothing specific.
Just has scales, a gun belt,
Yeah.
a duster and hat. Just a normal guy. He's just hanging out. He's just a normal adventurer, cowboy, hero of the West.
just
Right, go on.
hang out Wednesday, and then you'll find out.
Yeah. And what are our other sponsors?
I'd like to thank our sponsor, Fur Affinity, for. No, wait a minute. Sorry.
Oh no.
They
Let's see. There's
donated
the
these
Avery
ears.
giveaway, right?
We have Neptune Blade Collectibles, who does a whole bunch of, collectible stuff. All of that wonderful Transformers, figurines, all of that nerd stuff. Go
Nerd
check
gear.
them out. All the nerd gear.
Transformers, robots, and discos.
Yes. And of course, Avery Alder, the creator of Monsterhearts 2. You can go get her game or any of her games on her store, buriedwithoutceremony.com, with the code Chronos for a discount. And I'd like at this moment to give everyone a chance to do shout outs, plugs, anything. So I'm going to start with Abby.
I've actually got it. Well, not actually. I do have a plug. Hey! Okay, so my name is Abigator Frenzy, or you can call me Abby. I've got a Twitch channel. Sometimes on that Twitch channel, I read romance novels. If you liked the ending to this game with the wolfy lovemaking, let me tell you, my channel's for you. It's going to be Abigator Frenzy. You can find me on Twitter too. I don't really have a set date for that, but that's me. You should totally follow. Get on board with all of the really amazing, really cheesy romance novels and smut that happens, because it's pretty good.
And next we have Eric.
Catch me tomorrow right here on the Chronos World channel for a little New London. Also Genji, also Abby.
What?
And, yeah, what? New cast of characters, new crew.
New crew.
We're steampunking it up in
Oh,
London. I play an American kobold in London, so yeah, check that out. It's gonna be awesome.
All right. Corpse, do you have any shout outs?
Time for me to get back in my coffin and see to my own funeral.
Corpse is
Bad
like,
world.
Corpse is like, I don't exist. I'm just going away now.
Time for me
Alright.
to fade back into obscurity.
All right. And Snowy.
I'd like to shout out the great state of Texas for producing role players who shoot school shooters before they shoot anybody else. And that's all. Thank you
All
very
right.
much.
And
So
Paisley on Paisley.
Paisley.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Paisley on Paisley. Absolutely.
Oh yeah. So like we mentioned earlier, check out New London tomorrow. It's gonna be hella. We're going to be doing some fun steampunky D&D 5e stuff. So if you like 5e, check us out there.
If you like steampunk, check
Oh
us
yeah.
out there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
If you like
Do you like our
kobolds and
faces?
dusters, for sure.
Oh
Check it
yeah.
out.
And on Fridays, we have Battle Arena, which is a player versus player D&D 5e game. Check that out as well. It's gonna be cool, gonna be fun, gonna be awesome to watch. What else do we have? On Mondays, we have Harmony City. And that is a Shadowrun game. Awesome stuff. Started just this week. Really fun. Check me out there. 'Cause I'm there as well.
Got
You know.
everything.
And
And then next week, on Tuesday.
then next week, on Tuesday, we are starting Abby's new game, Mouse Guard, a one-shot,
Mm-hmm.
a wonderful.
I'm so excited, you guys. We're gonna be tiny mice in
Oh,
a big
yeah.
world with like swords trying to like stop owls from eating us and shit. It's gonna be awesome.
I will be the master of bees.
Oh yeah.
Aw. Don't forget to follow us. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to make sure you got us on every single one of your social medias because we are there. And please check out our store. If you like our stuff, check out our store. Grab a sticker, grab a shirt, grab whatever the heck you want on it. We got some amazing designs going up as well soon. We got already an amazing design with our lovely Eric on it. Not actually
Kobold.
Eric, but
It's just Eric's face.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hello. This is the Cardos channel.
Yeah. So thank you guys for watching my Monsterhearts game, and I hope you had a good time.
Season
So-
2, maybe, at some point.
At some point, maybe we'll see another season of Monsterhearts. We'll see. But as for now, thank you guys for watching. I had a blast playing with you guys, and I'm gonna see you guys later.
Bye.